Something special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Yeah, I was like, whoa, you know, and he had that thing on him, man. He had the little ice pick. He ain't got nothing but a little pea shooter, but, you know, it'll poke them holes in you. He ain't had that big Bethlehem, but it's the first time, like, I'm, you know, like, seriously confronted with it. So I'm like, whoa. So I back, and he coming. So he poke out, and, man, he get me, man. He get me right in the hand, man. He got me, you know. So I said, ow, I pull back, and I'm just trying to get a shot in on him. And he like, yeah, come on, come on. You know, and he coming at me, so I'm like, whoa. So I'm bagging up, and I'm just holding my position, and then I'm looking around, and then people is looking at us and everything. So I see the broom. They be having the brooms in the block. You know, the long push broom with the big part on the bottom like this, and the long stick, but you can unscrew the stick. So when I see the broom up against the wall over there, so I just, boom, I jet over there to that. He acted like he was gonna come behind me, but he slowed his pace, and I grabbed the broom, and I'm trying to twist the joint off. So now he see what I'm doing. So by then, you know, people is looking and they making noises and everything, so the police done got wind of what's really going on, so they done call the code, you know, but I don't know they call the code because I'm in war mode. So I just grab it and I get the piece off, so I'm charging him, so I'm like, come on, come on. So he's handing me off, and I got this broom, I'm trying to cluck him, I'm trying to cluck his head off. And man, I heard the people come running in. Boom, boom, boom. The lady holler on the speaker, y'all locked down, everybody locked down. So I heard all these footsteps behind me, but I'm still trying to get him because he done poked me. I'm trying to give him something too. So I'm charging. When I heard the footsteps, so I look back real fast. I can see they advancing on me. So I just charge him and I just swing that jump. I catch him right on the side of his head. Bang! He fall down on the ground and he sliding across the floor a little bit, and I'm trying to hit him. When I go to hit him again, boom! They tackle me from the back, man. Take me straight to the ground. They on my back deep. They got me pinned all down to the ground. Half of them on me, half of them on him. You know, so it was crazy, man. They roughed me all up, man. I guess they see blood was coming from me, so after they get me up and ball all up, man, they take me to medical. People clean the wound up and everything, and they start ushering me right on to jail. So I'm going to jail now. This is going to be my first time in D unit, the old GREENSVILLE legendary D unit. That whole unit is just all segregation. It's like a whole building, just like the buildings we have in population, but it's just one huge building just for all segregation, everybody that's insane. So they taking me over there and everything, and they asking me all these dumb questions like, man, what's going on, or what you do that for, or you know what y'all doing. I'm like, I don't know what you talking about. They was like, man, y'all was just fighting. I said, man, we was playing, you know. So dude decided he get real pissed off. He said, oh, you playing, but you hitting him with a broom handle, but you playing, right? You playing. What you think, we stupid? So I'm like, man, just take me where y'all taking me, man. I ain't trying to answer all this question. Take me wherever y'all taking me, man. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay, yeah, I see right now what type of dude you is. I'm like, man, whatever. You know, so they take me on the seg, man. That was my introduction to D unit. Unfortunately, I ended up getting real familiar with it because I was back there many times, but this time was my first time. So, like I say, when well, no, it actually wasn't my first time, because when I came there, no, yes, I was. It was my first time. No, when I came there to segregation, I believe. I think I came there to segregation. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I eventually came there. I came there through segregation, which is another part of, I told y'all that part before in another story though about Mecklenburg, when the way I got there. But you know, when I get there, I wasn't there that time in there for long before they put me out to the population. But This time right here was my first, good old stay back there, because I stayed back there for probably about anywhere from 4 to 6 months, because they was trying to give me an assault charge. They said the broom handler busted boy eardrum, so they was trying to give me an assault charge. So I guess they was keeping me back there trying to get all of that straight. But however it turned out or shook out, I ain't never get the charge, which I definitely wasn't mad at. But I definitely got an institution charge for fighting and assault. So, that's institution charge. It goes on your record or whatever. They use that to justify keeping me back there in the hole for a minute. So while I'm back there, man, the hole is different. You know what I'm saying? It's different, man. I don't know if I explained any of this on my page before, but yeah, it's different, man. You in a cell by yourself. You only got the bed. You only got the toilet. You might got a window. On Greensville, they had a window. Depending upon where your window was, you could look out and see people on population. Excuse me. You could see them out there on the yard, going to wreck, all the things that you was just out there doing, but they ain't free, but from segregation, that look like freedom. You know what I'm saying? Because you just in here all day, every day, 24/7. Only thing you getting is 3 meals a day and heard all this foolishness, everybody hollering and yelling and screaming, trying to talk to each other through the doors all times of night. Most dudes in segregation, they sleep all day and stay up all night. So you're going to have to get on that type of time if you want any type of sleep, or you're going to have to learn to sleep with all types of noise. I mean, dudes have conversations all night. Dudes be back there playing chess against each other, calling out the numbers. They done made homemade chessboards on pieces of paper and ripped up pieces of paper. I've done it, you know what I'm saying? Play chess through the doors. It depends on what block you in. You get in a certain block where everybody in there is on board, man. They might set up a Trivial Pursuit game where everybody playing and holler, because you ain't got nothing to do. You got nothing to do and you ain't going nowhere till they bust these doors open. You just in the cell. So, or you could read, I get books, I used to get books back there. So when I started reading and everything, but, it's crazy back there, man. It's just total chaos. Every now and then you'll get a dude back there, he'll snap out. He just can't take it no more. He might try to hang himself, or you might get a dude that might just set his whole cell on fire. He might flood the cell. I mean, anything can happen back there. The female COs come back there. Man, the dudes be gunning them. Gunning is a penitentiary name for flashing. Dudes be flashing them all day. So they be having all arguments and conversations. The women be, put that up, I don't want to see it. Or he might holler, well, you seen it yesterday, you ain't no problem with it. And, they have all them type of conversations. It's just something that people out here may not understand, but in there, man, it's just chaotic. But that's just like everyday normal life back there. You know what I'm saying? So they used to try not to have the females work back there, but, when you only have a certain amount of officers, that's what you got. Then they got to come out, take you to the shower, handcuff you, shag you, take you to the shower, put you in the shower, take the handcuffs and stuff off, bring you, change your underclothes or whatnot. And when they short of staff, that might be a female. She might be working on shower day. She working on shower day. The only thing I can tell you is I pity her. I pity her, man, because she gonna get a lot. She gonna get a lot of activity on that day. Because dudes, like I say, they back there, they irritated, they frustrated. They definitely ain't got no woman. So, it just is what it is. But that's, like I say, that's prison, man. That's segregation. So, I remember being by my dude back there, man. That was the first time, really, that I was getting hip to Method Man, because I was beside my dude back there, man. Trigger, man. Shout out Trigger, man. I seen him since I've been out, too. He was a New York cat, man. Cool dude, man. Was one of my little youngest, man. And he was a wild one, man. Trigger was back there for beating a dude with a bat, and facing some street charges. So we was right beside each other for months, man. And he got this growly, raggedy voice. And he used to be over there singing Method Man day in, day out. Method Man first album, man. I think it was Tecal. He just singing all I used to hear over there, man. all night long, man. Shotgun blouse, slamming in your back, please, to cow. I said, man, would you shut up over there? You know, but yeah, he just started laughing and keep on going. Man, Method Man, the man, boy, I'm telling you, that Wu-Tang, and they, you know, and that was my introduction to Wu-Tang and Method Man. I heard it so much by the time I got on the yard, I wanted to hear the tape, you know, the CD or something. So, yeah, it was crazy, man. But salute the Trig, man. So when I get out, man, oh, man, excuse me, they put me in, I think when I came out that time, they put me in 7 building, man. The notorious 7 building. Anybody who been to Greensville know what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about this was the hood of the hood, man. You know, you in the hood of the hood when you up in there, man. They ain't playing, man. There's a whole bunch of young cats, man, and they off the chain. Some of them got an undetermined amount of time. I mean, you know, and like I say, this right here was when I got up in this era right here, man. It was like one of the most uncontrollable environments, as far as like in the structured prison that I had been around. Cause these dudes bucked everything. I mean, they bucked everything. I seen dudes bucking, man, when it come time to lock up. That's usually, you don't never do that. You know what I'm saying? Under any circumstance, they coming in there and get you. But back then, which was kind of a good thing, because some of them dudes back then, a lot of them dudes, they band together. If the police say, well, we gonna do this, that, do that to that person. If it was about some foolishness, man, them dudes would tell them, come on with it. You come get him, you come and get me too. You come get me, you come, and then next thing you know, you got 10, 16, 17, 18 up. And if it won't nothing that he really, really violated or something like that, then they'll usually just go ahead and stand down. You know what I'm saying? I've seen them sometimes coming there like that, like they coming to get a dude, and because he won't lock up in the cell, you know, they come around and they'll count the dude outside the cell and tell him, man, yeah, you gonna sleep out here tonight. We ain't even gonna open the door, even when you want to go in. So dudes end up sleeping out there on the pod floor. On the pod floor, man. While everybody out there, dudes out there on the pod floor. So once dudes figured out that they would do that sometime, then next thing you know, you have 4, 5, 6 of them sleeping out there on the pod floor. Some dudes would drag their matches out there and sleep on the pod floor. You know, and that went on for a while before they, you know, just locked down on it and say, look, y'all gonna have to cut that out. If you catch you out here on the floor, we gonna wait till y'all out here on the floor with 6, 7 y'all, we coming to lock y'all up. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, you know, that was just unheard of. Because if you buck lock on any institution I've been on, you going to jail. You know what I'm saying? By force or choice, but you going to jail. You know what I'm saying? But them dudes was bucking, man. Then, man, you know, I've seen times, man, they jerk them doors open. You could get dudes, they get up on that door and they prop their feet up against the wall and they could pop, pop, and pop your door and then pop the lock and they could jerk your door. Now, that was a problem in itself. Because if you know that the door can be jerked open, that was a flaw in their system of them doors. If you know your door can be jerked open, you can be killed at any time. Because if a dude want to get to you and you locked in your cell, you go lock in your cell and thinking you safe, nah, he can jerk the door open. The only thing that would stop him from jerking the door open is he got to get up on the door to jerk it open. And if he was trying to come in there to get you, you could actually have your weapon and you know, be trying to hit him outside the slot because he got to be right beside the slot to jerk it open. Or you could be trying to keep him up off of jerking it open. That was it. Other than that, if he could get to that door first and pop, pop, and jerk it open, he can run in there and get you, man. So, yeah, that was a dangerous thing. And see, all of these things I'm learning and I'm looking at and I'm inventorying all of this stuff in my head in case anything ever go down where I got to know, you know what I'm saying, the ins and outs of what's going on around here and on this compound. But man, they was off the chain up there, man. I'm telling you, they was off the chain, man. I can remember, man, them dudes wanted to get into the gym, man, to play ball so bad, man, that, you know, they'll buck and they'll go to the gym. Like the gym had assigned days that this building can go to gym, this building can go to gym, this building go. Man, dudes be waiting and it ain't even their time to go to gym. They had the gym sometime at nighttime. It's not even their time to go to gym. These dudes was so off the chain, man. You would get them. They want to play ball so bad, man. It'd be like 10, 8, 9, 10 of them. They'll get their gym clothes on when another building got the gym. and they'll get their gym clothes on and go stand by the booth by the door that you got to come in on, the salad port, and just be waiting around and lingering around like they ain't doing nothing, like some sneaky crooks, and they just waiting for an officer or something to come in the building to do the round. Only reason they waiting for that, for the doors to open. When the doors open, boom, they'll jet out. And you hear them on the radio, hey, y'all better come back. And they calling the people, telling the people, hey, look, such ran out the building. We got people running. They run out the building, run down the boulevard, go in the gym and start playing ball, just integrate themselves with the other ones and wait if the police come in there, try to pick them out or get them or whatever. I mean, unbelievable stuff. But it was going down on there then because, like I said, the compound knew they didn't know how to deal with that stuff. They didn't know how to deal with you know what I'm saying, with the convicts, and they definitely didn't know how to deal with this young, off the chain type of atmosphere that they had up there. Because them dudes ain't care nothing about it because they didn't even know the consequences at the time. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy, man. It took a while, man, for them to really get a hold of that institution and for them to really start, you know, really bearing down on us. You know what I'm saying? Turning the tables where they was straight carrying us, you know. But at this time, man, the convicts, man, they had way more leniency than they ever had, you know what I'm saying, on that institution right there. They was getting away with murder, you know what I'm saying. They had the females, 7 building, man. The females were scared to come in the building. They wouldn't even come in that building. They come in that building, man, them dudes be grabbing them on the butt. You know, they be turning around. Who did it? Who did it? Be street for dudes. They don't know who did it. You know, so they be doing that, man. They be flashing on them. I mean, everything, man. You had some, at one point in time, I can remember the females in that building said they wasn't even coming to work. If you assign me over there to 7 building, I'm not going. They didn't even want to come in. You know what I'm saying? They said they wouldn't even come in there. You got to put me somewhere else. If you don't, then I quit. You know what I'm saying? That's how vicious it was in there. And they ain't want to come up in that junk, man. I mean, crazy, man. Crazy, unbelievable stuff was just jumping off on there, man. I mean, it was off the chain. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was off the chain, man. You know, I can remember going down to the gym one night when we had the gym. So I'm going down to the gym, and as I'm going down there, they usually have somebody who worked the gym gate. At this time when I'm going in there, to this particular night, I'm going to the gym, and I get down to the gym, and it's me and 2 other cats. So when we get down to the gym, the person who got the gym gate is like a female, older, Caucasian female. I mean, she got to be at least, man, I'm telling you, bro, she got to be at least 60-something years old, or either she looked that old. But when we get down there, she got the gym that night, and she knew. New officers, female or male, they always at risk to be getting played, be getting carried, be getting, you know, taken advantage of before they learn the rules and regulations. Then they gonna turn around and you know, hit you with the same thing times 10. But at that stage, they green and they don't know nothing. Man, dudes ain't gonna give them no breaks because they know what's to come down the line. So when we get in there, man, this old lady, man, is pent up against the wall because she's supposed to be running the gate, but she pent up against the wall with 3 young dudes up on her, feeling all on her breast, feeling in between her legs, you know, asking her, you know what I'm saying, for sex and stuff. And she just up there just trying to fend them off like, no, I'm a grandmother, I got grandkids and stuff like that. And dudes was like, man, I don't care, you know. And it just, man, the stuff they were saying was graphic that I can't even repeat, not on this page. But it was just crazy. So when we get ready to go in, it's 3 of us. I see that. I said, oh, no, I ain't going up in here, bro. I said, I ain't going up in here, you know. And we could have went right on by and went in the gym and you know, integrated in with the basketball and all of that. I won't go in there, man, when I saw that going on, because I knew soon as she get free, she gonna get on that radio, she gonna call them people and tell them what happened, and they gonna come in there with about 50, 100 officers, and she gonna have to be trying to point out who it was, and I ain't want no parts of it, you know what I'm saying? So the other dude said the same thing. I ain't going in, but one of them went in. It was 3 of us. One of them went in. He said, man, I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. And he go on in there. Man, me and him, I said, nah, not me, bro. I'm going on back. And I went on back to the building. And just as sure as grits as groceries, man, that's all you heard the next morning, man. Like, Oh man, they locked up about 16 people down there at the gym, you know, because she couldn't even point out exactly who it was, but they locked up like people that was in the gym that weren't supposed to be in there, people that she thought who it was. So it was all together, it's like 16 people got locked up. Then they shut the gym down for about 2 weeks at nighttime till they could come up with a better system. And the next thing you know, they would try their best, unless they were short on staff, not to put a woman on the gate. They would put, you know what I'm saying, a man on the gate. But man, that's just the type of stuff was going on up there, man. Dudes was, man, I mean, they was off the chain, man. They would do whatever they could get away with. Believe that they would do whatever they could get away with, man. So that was what you knew you was dealing with. And it's the same thing. When you know that's what you're dealing with, it's the same thing on the infrastructure of it. You dealing with convict to convict, inmate to inmate. You know what you dealing with. Some of these young dudes is unaware. They don't know how to do time. I'm young at the time, but I done already been through some places and been through some things. You know what I'm saying? So I got a little knowledge about a little better than them, how to navigate my way through this type of stuff. These dudes was deep in the game, but they had the rules missing. You know what I'm saying? They had all the rules missing. They just moving around, you know, recklessly and carelessly and thinking that this how they whole prison sentence is gonna be. But they was in for a rude awakening. You know, when somebody got that Bethlehem and came at them, or when these police started bearing down on them and they started going in the hole, they started getting beat by the police, they started staying in segregation for months at a time, then their whole mindset changed. But at this point in time, had none of that occurred for them, so they just thinking, oh, well, this sweet, I'm gonna do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Nah, that ain't gonna never happen in prison. You gonna do what you want to do for a little while until they stop you. You know what I'm saying? And they will stop you, even though the compound was new and they was learning. It's gonna come to a point to they're gonna put a screeching halt to everything you do. And if you get too out of control, you going to Mecklenburg anyway. So they gonna deal with you. And one thing about up there, when they deal with you, it's gonna be emphatic, and you ain't gonna want to be in no type of conversation with what they got going on up there. So yeah, man, but this was what the atmosphere that was going on at that time, man. It was crazy, madhouse, and I was just trying to, you know, get in where I fit in, man. But like I say, I was in that joint, man, and I was doing. I had met a lot of people in there that I eventually, you know, lifelong friends with, man. You know, Pito was in there. Shout out to Pito. Pito ended up being a lifelong friend, man of mine. I'm cool with him out here on the streets today. He ended up actually making parole before me, a little bit before me, but we was right there and on Nottoway together before he made parole. But we all started at Greensville. He was a couple of years younger than me. Had a whole rack of time too. Loved to play basketball, and me and him ended up being super cool on there. A lot of dudes, man, from that block. I'm thinking now for these dudes. It was a lot of dudes in that block right there that I remember over the years and stuff. Some people that's been in some of my stories, man. Like even like the dude Platt, who my homeboy ended up stabbing him because he beat my homeboy up first. My homeboy came back and stabbed him, almost took him away from here. Yeah, that block right there, man, it was off the chain, man. And then for me, it ended up even getting worse because man, I had I'm in there, I'm into my thing, the same foolishness. I'm playing poker, I'm shooting dice, I got the stove box jumping again, and you know, things is going as far as, you know, on my end, okay. And I'm in a like a decent space where I know what I'm doing and I'm in my routine every day. I'm going down here to the gym every day. I'm going on when we got spa days and gym days where it's just us. I'm there, I ain't missing nothing. I'm working out in the morning, I'm running, I'm doing all these things. And then the next thing you know, man, they move a dude in the building that is a CO, right? And I ain't even gonna say his name. But they moved a dude in there that's a CO. And I'm up in the cell one night, and he just got shifted from one side of the institution to this side. So now he's going to be working over here, and he's going to be working our block. So I'm in the cell one day, and I'm just chilling. And dude come knock on the door, So I look over and I see it's the police, it's the CO. So I'm like, what's up? So he said, come here, man, come here. So I go to the door and I'm like, what's happening? So he said, you don't remember me? So I'm looking at him, I'm like, do I supposed to? So he said, man, look at me, man. Look at me, Bank. So he called me by banking, so I know he know me. So I'm like, what? So I'm looking at him more close. So my eyes dot down to his name tag. So when I see his name, I said, he was like, yeah, dude went to high school with me. You know what I'm saying? He went to high school with me. I know him, you know what I'm saying? I can remember him from back then. It ain't like in high school, we was like super cool and that, but he went to high school with me. And I can remember him because he had a twin brother. So I can remember both of them. I said, oh, he was like, yeah. So he was like, man, he said, man, I heard you had got up here, man. He was over here, whatever. I've been on the other side of the yard, you know, but now I'm over here, man. And I work this building, man. He said, so you all right, man. This is my building. So I said, oh, okay, that's what's up. He said, yeah, man, I'll be back to holler at you, man. He said, man, you need something, let me know. I'm like, all right. So he roll out. So when he leave, later on when they open the doors, when count clear, we open the doors, we come out, dudes start pulling up on me and say, man, look, man, CO such, man, was up there talking to you, man. I'm like, yeah. They was like, hey, man, you better get in good with him, man. But I don't tell nobody I know him. So I said, why you say that? They said, man, oh, he bring that stuff in, man. So I'm like, oh, yeah. So it was like, yeah, man, he bring that stuff in, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to get cool with him. So I'm like, oh, wow. And, man, it was crazy, man. Shown up, man. Old boy, man, he bring that stuff in, man. So he come up to me, man, later on before the shift even leaves and before he get off, man. And he tell me, man, straight up, he get to the door, he tell me, he said, look, man, he said, you know, I be getting that weed and stuff, man, you know what I'm saying? He said, if you need some, man, let me know, man, you smoke? I said, nah, man, I don't smoke. He said, well, you know, you want to make some money, don't you? You know, you can make a lot of money with that in here, man. He said, man, I got you. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh, okay. And he said, man, well, this going to be my last day for this shift, right? He said, when I come back, I got you. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. Boom. He leave, you know what I'm saying? He off for a couple of days and showing up. When he came back, he had something for me. He come up there, he just give it to me, woo. So I asked him, I said, man, what you want? He said, no, you good, that's for you, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know you, man. I don't know these cats, but I know you, man. He said, that's from me to you. You know what I'm saying? He said, but when you want to make some money or something like that, you just let me know, man. I got you. Just holler at me, man. Don't trust nobody else and just holler at me. So I'm like, okay. So, man, that was just crazy. You know, it just came at me out of the blue. And at this time, like I said, man, I ain't really know a whole lot about no drugs because I ain't never been in no drugs. You know, weed, and I don't know if you consider it drugs or not, but in prison, that's what they gonna count it as if they catch you with it. So I ain't really know a lot about it besides what I told you I had learned at Augusta from Boo. You know, when dude owed me and I ended up getting the weed, so now I knew the value of weed or how much money it could actually make in there. So, man, I got the weed now. I got the store box. I'm gambling. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to box. It's just I got too much going on, a whole lot going on that you got to micromanage and try to still stay focused on what's going on around you opposed to what you got going on. You still got to look at what's going on around you because now you invite more danger into your life. Now you invite more, you know, drama into your life because you're going to have dudes coming at you trying to get weed and they ain't got the money. That's larceny. You're going to have to, you know, you're going to have to put that work in because you cannot let no one take anything from you, not even a toothpick. That's just how it is in prison. Because if they take something from you, everybody want to take something from you. And I don't care who you is, you can't beat everybody. You know what I'm saying? So they come at you in mobs and mobs, you know. So in order to kill all of that, you cut the head off the snake. The first person to do it, you deal with them. The next person, you deal with them. And then the picture is going to be made and the message is going to be sent that this ain't who you want to play with. This ain't who you want to try to take something from. This ain't who you want to get something from and don't pay. That's just that. You're going to have to do that if you're going to be involved in these type of things. Anything less than that, you ain't going to get no respect and they coming and get your stuff. You know what I'm saying? If they got to come by mob, if they got to come by with the Bethlehem, and they coming and get it if they think they can get it without getting that pushback. You know what I'm saying? That might cost them more than they willing to pay. So when you start dealing with the store box, you got that going on. But then when you start bringing in some weed or any type of drugs, then it's just more coming on. Then you got the jealousy coming on. Then you got the envy coming on. You got the people that's hating on you from afar. Then they whispering about you. They might want to tell the police on you, write a note. They might want to get rid of you. You know, they might don't even want you around them, especially if you ain't giving them nothing. If you ain't saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna look out for you, or yeah, well you ain't got no money, man, just if you ain't doing that, they gonna hate on you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be on your square at all times, man, because like I say, anything can happen at any moment, and you got to be prepared for that at all times, man. And trust me, if you involved in these type of things in prison, violence, trouble, larceny is a given. It's coming at you.
The bacon special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.